fighter on the come up. His name is Foster. He's a hot prospect. So Foster had an upcoming fight this week in which his opponent, Roman, he got busted tampering with his gloves. He had tampered gloves that was proved by the commission. So keep that in mind. These gloves were proved by the commission. Now, Foster trainer Bobby Benton, he busted a Roman trying to cheat. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what he had to say. Bobby Benton stated, "I'm not sure who's at fault, Reyes boxing gloves or Team Roman, but the gloves they sent had no padding in them at all. I will not let my fighter get cheated. Safety of the fighter is what they always say, but it's always the last thing enforced." This incident took place this week on NBC. It's a new tournament for the fighters on the come up. Also, Foster, the fighter, he tweeted as well, "I want to thank my head trainer, Bobby Benton, for catching my opponent gloves with no padding. We're going to fight tonight. It's on." They also showed the gloves that were tampered with, the Reyes gloves, in which there were no padding on the knuckle area. As you guys see, this is another incident where a fighter tried to get away with cheating, and the commission approved these gloves. These gloves were approved by the commission. I actually called Keith, Foster manager, the other day just to get a confirmation when it comes to all this information, and Keith informed me that the commission ended up, after Bobby did their job, the commission ended up throwing out Roman first glove and secondary pair, because that's a first pair and a secondary pair for backup. They threw out both pairs, which that usually don't happen. They were both tampered with. Both of the gloves had no padding on the knuckle area. So this is to prove that the commission doesn't always do their job. And we know that's a fact because the commission throughout history, they haven't busted a particular fighter, not even one fighter, cheating. And we know multiple fighters cheated, such as Rusto, he killed his opponent. Margarito, Maidana was trying to cheat. And now Roman against Foster.
Hold on, Maidana?
Yeah, Maidana with Floyd Mayweather incident. Maidana, his glove was tampered with as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had the same incident. But Floyd always checks his opponent gloves. But like I said, Deontay Wilder, he made the mistake of, I think Deontay Wilder was just too confident and he overlooked Tyson Fury possibly tampering with his gloves. He didn't think Tyson Fury would do such a thing, but they say once you're a cheater, you will always be a cheater. And Tyson Fury, he proved that statement to be true. So my point is, we've seen this incident take place this week. A lot of people always come out. I mean, Teddy Atlas, for example, a lot of old media members, they always say the commission is there. The commission is always checking the gloves. But where was the commission when Roman tampered with both of the gloves? Where was the commission then? How did the Reyes gloves of Roman pass the commission test? Which I'm going to go ahead and explain in a few how they pretty much test the gloves and get them approved if they legit or not in a few. But with that being said, it's always the trainer that's busting these fighters in the sport of boxing trying to cheat. It was Rusto, opponent trainer, that busted him cheating. It wasn't the commission that busted Margarito. It was actually Sugar Shane Mosley trainer, Nassim Richardson, may he rest in peace. It was also Floyd Mayweather that busted Maidana, trying to get away with slick bullshit. Like I said, history always repeats itself, and now we see Bobby Benton do the same thing when it comes to Foster opponent Roman. Now the commission, the way they test the gloves, they do not test the glove all the way. Like they don't see if the padding is distributed evenly throughout the glove. All they do is weight the glove. So they weight the glove to check if it's 8 ounce, if it's 10 ounce. As long as it weighs the right amount, they approve it right away. They do not see if the glove is distributed evenly. They don't see if the padding is distributed evenly throughout the glove. That's not how they check the gloves. And that's how fighters in the past have been able to cheat and get away with slick bullshit while the commission is watching, because the commission is not doing their job. And that's exactly what Foster opponent did, Roman. All they did was remove the padding from the knuckle area to the backer end of the glove. So the gloves still weight the same. However, there's no padding on the knuckle area. And you know what that means. You're doing more damage because it's pretty much bare knuckle connection. So that being said, this is further proof for the people that use the commission as the main proof that Tyson Fury is innocent. That's been debunked all day, because even this week alone, we had a fighter that tried to get away with slick bullshit. They are investigating this incident as we speak. So we have to wait on what they come up with. But like I said before, I didn't see the old media picking this news up. I didn't see none of the old media websites report the fact that Roman tried to cheat and got busted cheating by tampering with his gloves, not by the commission, by the trainer.
And I tell you why.
Because they don't want to put light on Tyson Fury.
I tell you why, because yeah, exactly. Because every time the incident comes up with gloves, they're missing it. That's the bottom line. Is that so if they do highlight, old media does highlight this, it's pretty much telling people, hey, the commission can't be trusted, and it's going to make people who are on the fence about the Tyson Fury, scandal, they're going to say, well, let's take a second look at this, because it's the same thing happening here, and they're going to look at everything, all the evidence, and they're going to say, yeah, of course, you can't deny it. Just look at it, So, oh yeah, there was one other incident that that was out there that they didn't catch, was the women's boxing. It was Mariana Juarez, nicknamed La Barbie. She had fought a Japanese fighter, Rio Togo, and she got knocked out in the first round, TKO, right?
Right.
And then the second fight, her team caught her gloves, and they found that there was no padding in the knuckle area.
Wow.
And they confiscated the gloves, and they made her change gloves. And the Japanese fighter had no padding in her gloves. And on the second fight, when they caught it, they made her, they changed out her gloves, and it wasn't the commission that caught it. Sure enough, it was Juarez's team who found it, because it's always the team who finds it. It's never the fucking commission. And guess what? Juarez beat her in a unanimous decision.
Wow, that's what I'm saying.
The second fight went 12 rounds, where the Japanese woman lost, but the first fight was a TKO knockout in the first round.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on now.
Yeah, that's what tends to happen.
It was Margarita all over again.
And it's Tyson Fury all over again, because Tyson Fury, we could see his knuckles printed on the glove. Like I could see 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? That's a bare knuckle connection right there. If I hit any heavyweight bare knuckle with no padding, I could knock out any heavyweight, because that's a bare knuckle connection. You know what I mean? So that's just the further proof for the people that kept saying, well, Tyson Fury, how's it possible that he cheated? How did he get around the commission? That's further proof right there, because like I said, Tyson Fury was able to cut off the camera in the dressing room. That should be suspicious enough. The fact the commission said, no, they see nothing irregular when Tyson Fury cut off the camera in the dressing room, when we could see his bare knuckles through the glove, when we could see the glove bending in 90 degrees, which is not physically possible. All these weird incidents, the least thing you could do is, raise a concern. However, they want to claim that Tyson Fury is like the most innocent man in the world, when this man cheated in the past, right? This is further proof that fighters could get away with cheating, because Teddy Atlas, he went on Joe Rogan. He explained that the commission, there's so many loopholes in the system that fighters always take advantage of and get away with cheating. So that's just further proof, because the investigation that's going on right now, they want to find out who is responsible. Is it Roman team, or is it actually the glove company, right? They want to know who's responsible. As far as I know, I'm going to always blame the fighter, because the glove company is not going to tamper with the glove unless they are told to. Because according to Amir Khan, you could call whatever particular company you're ordering gloves from. Let's say it's horsehair. Customize it. So you could say, hey, listen, I want less padding on the knuckle area. I want more padding toward the end of the glove, but no padding on the knuckle area. I don't want it to be distributed evenly. However, I want it to weigh 10 ounces or 8 ounces. They will do that for you. And like I said, that's how Roman possibly did it. But that's why the commission, their job is to make sure that the fighter is safe. Both fighters on an even playing field. This is putting a black eye on the sport as a whole.
I can guarantee that it was the fighter, because I guarantee it's just like when you go to any other shop where you're buying something like out of the package or brand new, like a car or something like that. You can have them customize it only so much that meets regulation to where they don't stain their own reputation as a company. You get what I mean?
Right.
Like they'll move the padding a little bit to the back, but they ain't gonna do it on drastic levels. You got to take the rest from there. You get what I mean? So they probably do ask for a customization to be light on the fist area. So when they get it, they can finish the job and start moving that padding towards the back. So I guarantee it's most likely, because it doesn't even take long.
So you're saying the fighter manipulates the glove once they receive it? You think they actually play with it once they receive it?
I think that they can customize it, and when they get it, because I think what they do is, let's put it this way: if you were going to cheat, are you going to order gloves that's just a regular stock glove, or are you going to customize it to where you have less padding in the front that you have to move when you decide to move it? Like, you get what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know if the fighter has access to the gloves before they submit it to the commission and say, hey, these are the brand new gloves. I don't know if they have time with it by themselves, but depending on the relationship, I mean, again, like you said, like you showed on that tweet, it's not like they're really thorough with these companies. So they probably just got somebody on the inside and say, okay, go get their gloves. It's just like KFC. Whenever they move in the recipe for KFC, for Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I know it's funny because it's just spices, right? It's laughable, right? But no, when they move in those spices from one facility to the next, they got armed guards. They got it in a locked case, which is handcuffed to the guy who's taking it. So you got to take that box. You got to kill him and cut his arm off. His armed guards, and the facility they put it in is on lockdown security. Why? Because it's a special recipe. They give that up. That's their whole company's, intellectual property. So they're not doing that with these gloves. They're not like on lock and key, secure Fort Knox type shit. It's not like that. It's just like, oh yeah, those are gloves over there. Oh, okay, throw them in. They just throw them in a little tiny lockup box, and that's after it probably didn't exchange 10 different hands. Because again, like the guy said, they pretend like the safety is, the most important thing, but it really ain't. That's
right.
just the appearance.
When we see the
say,
proof
hey,
of that,
safe.
we see the proof of that because, like I said, all these fighters stay cheating, and the commission never bust any of these fighters. You know what I mean? So we see the proof of that.
You're going hard on these motherfucking decaf, and as far as this Tyson Fury case is going, you really helping move their needle because you're not moving off your square, and really they hate that fact. So when you got people coming in, you should actually just smile at that and like, dang, I'm actually doing good because they really, really just want me to stop. It's like annoying them because they can't fight against facts, and they want you to just go away. So if any day come up and you just feeling a little discouraged, just always remember in the back of your head, like, nah, man, the more that they telling you, no, stop that, the more good you're doing. So just keep it up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep shooting that damn horn.
Yes, sir.
Even if you drop the fucking baton. So just keep that shit up.
Right.
They can't argue facts. They getting these horsehair fucking gloves and they manipulating the fucking horsehair in front of the knuckles. We're not stupid. We're gonna, Oh, one other thing. See, they keep saying, oh, the commission didn't find it. The commission didn't find it. See, they don't understand the fight we have. The fight is, we know they didn't catch it. We going against them. We tearing them down. That's what this fight is. We tearing down the commission.
It's bigger than Tyson
Fury. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's bigger than Tyson Fury. This whole thing is bigger than Tyson Fury. This shows the corruption that exists in the sport of boxing. And like you said, see, haters amuse me. The truth don't have to find the haters. The haters come to find the truth. That's why they always tuning in. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have no cojones to call in. Like I tell you, man, I wish a decaf would call in. I'm really upset right now because I couldn't have a decaf call in. They stay in the chat box, trolling and all that.
Shit, maybe one trying to maybe one trying to call in now. So let me get out here. One more thing. One more thing I was gonna say. A lot of these trainers who are catching the gloves and stuff like that, And I know people say like, oh, why don't, well, that's the trainer swap, they're not catching it. It's like, no, you got to understand. A lot of these trainers are catching it. They're like extraordinary people. They're the type of people who don't care who is in the room. They don't care if there's a celebrity in the room. They don't care if the president is in the room. They're gonna be a pain in the ass just to make people do the right thing. And you got to understand, a lot of people don't want to press buttons like that. A lot of people don't want to, have people think badly of them like that. So they're just let it go, and I don't want to, cause a fuss. So the most people that catch it are like people who are like strong-willed and just they don't give a fuck. They're like, nah, do it again. I missed it. No, we do this 100 times. No, fuck that. Do it again. I missed it. I need to see it with my eyes. People that's like that.
That's
it takes strong-willed people.
That's a good
and
point.
People who's gonna be like who don't care about coming off as assholes, which a lot of people don't like feeling that way. So that's really why a lot of the shit don't get caught, because people don't want to be assholes to the other team. But there's certain people who have fire in them and drive in them that don't give a fuck. They like, I don't care. I'll look like an asshole. I'll be an asshole. Show me them gloves. And they'll just be an asshole. And even if they was wrong, they'll take that risk. And that's what I think what happened with JD is he was too kind of like,
too nice.
He didn't want to, he kind of got lost in the sauce a little bit in the fame and stuff. He didn't want to be an asshole, because think about it. It's Tyson Fury. It's the heavyweight, championship of the world. And you don't want to slow down the schedule and be a pain in the ass, have everybody looking at you funny.
He probably distracted him. Ain't no telling, there's so many funny shit that Tyson Fury does that probably throws JD's off. You just don't know what's taking place. Remember, the same thing happened to Cotto Trainer. I'm pretty sure Cotto Trainer didn't want Margarito to cheat, but only a cheater knows how to get away with cheating. But like you said, it takes a person that's willing to be an asshole to actually do his job. You got to be willing to be an asshole to do your job, because you in a sport where it's a wild, wild west. There's so much going on. There's so much little things that matter that you got to be aware of. You know what I mean? So I agree with that 1,000%. JD's got to be more cautious next time. And if you got to be an asshole to get your job done, so be it. You know what I mean?
Hold it, you're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I shook up the world. I shook up the world. I shook up the world. I bear witness, there's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. That's what I said, Larry, on the bungle fight. Thanking you.
They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.